Okay, you guys. So this is part two for my Sago focus group. Um, Sorry it took me so long to get back with the second video. So I was supposed to do a study about Medicaid insurance, and so I've never had this happen before at Sago, but I guess they sent us all a link. They did not tell us that if we weren't using a Gmail address, because I clearly have a Gmail address and I would have used it. But I can't use that one with my account anymore. That was why I made a new account with my Microsoft Outlook. Um, because I, for some reason, could never use my Schlesinger Group profile on that account. So, anyways, but they sent me an email the day before the study, and it said that they had accepted. They were only going to accept 50 people, the first 50 people, and there were 64 recruited for the study, which means I got to beat 14 people. So I was prepared the next day, ready to go in. I even got the early bird entry where I got my name drawn in for an extra $50. They called me personally about 5 minutes before the study and said I was one of the first ones in. So when I went to go click on the link didn't work, and I was immediately freaking out, like, because I had tried the link before that and it wasn't working, and I emailed him and told him so I could be ready, and he said it would work at the time specified. So long story short, even though I was approved to be in, I did not get in. By the time I got an email back from him, my daughter happened to distract me right at that fucking moment, like literally right at that moment, and I did not get in in time. So they told me they would pay me $10 for my, not being in, but like being in. So I got my $10 payment on Friday. Okay. I did another study on Wednesday of last week, which was in person, which that's very rare to do in persons for this company. Okay. But what I'm going to show you, we're going to go back into my email so I can show you guys. This is just kind of a recap on what part one was. Okay, it started out, and I'm going to switch to this one that I actually got paid the real $180 for, okay? Not the $10 one, which was this one right here. This feminine care, I showed you guys. Um, they were offering 160 to 180, which they paid us 180. I qualified for it. It was about feminine care, maxi pads in particular, okay? I received a call within 72 hours to verify that I qualified. And mind you, after I took the pre-screener, it basically gave me an option for a day. If you don't get an option for a day, or the survey stops suddenly, like the questionnaire, the pre-qualification questionnaire stops suddenly, or the pre-screener, excuse me, if it stops suddenly and says thank you for your interest, please update your profile, that means that you probably didn't qualify for that one. Okay. When you qualify for one, at the end of the pre-screener, it will ask you if you're available on a day or days. Okay. And then you pick that. And then after that, okay, it'll tell you'll get a call in 72 hours to verify your participation, because you're not in the study yet until you talk to them on the phone. So they called me within 72 hours, and she kind of said I qualified and kind of said that I didn't, because while I do use pads, mostly pads in my household, the kind of pad I was using, the brand of pad, was not really the ones they were looking for in the study. However, since I qualified for it, she pushed me in. So I got in. She just told me to focus on talking about pads. Okay, so that's what I did, because I have two teenagers, so we buy pads. So we focus on the pads. I did a 2-hour in-person group. Okay. Um, After I talked to somebody over the phone, okay, the next email that I got, because that's the first one, that's the pre-screener one, okay? It tells you if you qualify, you'll call you in 72 hours. Then after they call you, you'll get this. You've been approved to participate, and so this is same study, because when I click on it, you guys, I'm going to show you guys all this stuff, so we can just recap it all. Okay, this is ended now, of course, okay? But see, this gives me all the information, but the study's over with because it was last Wednesday. 2 hours about maxi pads, okay? And then now what I'm going to show you guys is what I got today. That was the $10 for the one I didn't get to do, the health insurance one. So actually last night. So Wednesday we did the group. Sunday night the incentive was added. See, Sunday at 10:05, when I open that, and then I click on this. I'm going to click it open so you guys can see it real nice and big. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. You see this? Your incentive has been added to your focus group on $180. Okay, that's for the study, and I can log into my account here. So I already cashed out my incentive. So you're not going to see it when I click in my focus group wallet. It's going to tell you that I have 0, but I'm going to show you that I submitted it. And I'll have it by tomorrow. I submitted it today. It'll be there by tomorrow. I have 0 points right now. That's because, see this? See this? I don't know. Hopefully you guys can see that. I requested it today at 2:53. Focus group virtual visa reward, $190. That was $10 for the health insurance study that I didn't get to participate in, and $180 for the MaxiPad study. Okay, and they have studies relevant. But the most important thing that you need to remember to get the emails, they all go to email. These invitations for the screeners all go to email. You need to open the emails as soon as possible, because if it's a popular frequent study like MaxiPads, for example, that's going to fill up really quick. Okay. This was also a local one, so it didn't fill up as quick. But so we did it on Wednesday. I got my incentive, because they do all virtual now, incentives. Okay, I'll show you what those are, what those look like. Okay, so I can't cash out any because I already cashed out $190, and I got the virtual visa. The reason that I got that one, because I'll have it tomorrow, and I can get cash off of it. It's just like a regular debit card. It might charge me a little fee. You can do it through PayPal, adding this as a payment method and paying yourself on another PayPal, or paying a family member in your household from your PayPal, adding this as the payment method and paying, the other PayPal. Or you can also do it through Apple Pay. So I wouldn't even bother waiting for getting this one, because this is a physical card, but it takes 4 to 6 weeks. Okay. I don't know what this is. What is it? Oh, where you choose gift card. Fandango, eBay, Amazon, Apple. They have a good selection. A few more other ones. Okay, that's probably the most popular one they have. But again, you can see where I cashed out my incentive today, $190. That was for the MaxiPad study. Okay. Most important thing though is to keep your email up to date, your phone numbers up to date. Answer your phone when you've passed a pre-screener and you're on the next step of waiting for this call in the 72 hours. Pay attention to your phone. It should pop up on your caller ID. Schlesinger. It usually comes up Schlesinger. It doesn't usually come up Sago. It comes up Schlesinger, even though they're Sago now. Or it may just come up from any area code. It's hard to even tell you which area code, because they have different people that call you different. I guess I don't know what they call them, but different people they assign different to call different people. But the most important thing is to keep your fucking profile up to date, because that is, and filling it out entirely. Now it is extensive. Okay, you can see all these extensive categories: business profile. So like rideshare driver, I am not a driver because I'm not. Business traveler, I'm not a business traveler. Okay, that's how you tell. Caregiver profile, I'm not a caregiver. And then finance, this is all your banking stuff. It's going to ask you about gaming profile. Health is also very important. This is a good one to fill out because they do a lot of screeners on health. Okay. And so I just do this. Okay. So set up your profile, and then watch your email. Set notifications, watch your email. So now I've proved to you guys with this part 2 video that Sago Research, which is essentially Schlesinger, it's the same place. Okay. Because when I log out, let's see what it says. It just says focus group. It's funny. But let's just check this out. Okay. Like join. If you click on join, okay. Oh, this kind of looks different, but yeah. Anyway, there's Sago now. I showed you guys where to find them at. It's just SAGO. It's the same company, and I'll show you how you'll be able to see. Okay, when you go onto their page, you click on Get in Touch to join them. You click Join Our Panel. When I do this, it tells me I already have an account. Okay. So there's all different kinds of them. They do them in the USA, Canada, United Kingdom, France, Germany, and Spain. And see, this Schlesinger group is now Sago. So that's how I show you, okay? So you saw that I got a Schlesinger group virtual reward card. Okay, so join now, guys, and start making money at this company because it is legit and they pay. And I just showed you guys. That was $180 for 2 hours. So that was $90 an hour just to talk about maxi pads. That was it. Touch different maxi pads and give our opinions. That's all. And I've done other ones too. My daughter even did one. They do them for teenagers under 18. They make them their own account. Of course, you as the parent have to set it up and all that. But they did. My daughter did a um, social media one. We made a PowerPoint presentation. Anyways, check it out. I got some more videos to come on other ways to make money online.